Shit. Oh, who are you? I'm Captain America, or Leadman Vinland. Stephen Rogers. Good to meet you. I'm Rainbow Bright, and I'm Twink, and I'm Starlight. You really can't see me in the film, but trust I'm there, see? See how far this fell over? Well, what brings you here to Earth? Getting Earth ready for spring. It's been spring since the 20th of the last month, but as you know, it takes God some time to get the Earth and the Sun nearest to each other. Well, in God's time, that's fast, and it's already being done. But in man and woman's time, it is a flow thing. Yes, it is a flow thing, but it does get there. So, what do? You asking me what I do? Well, I am entrusted with the world, or entrusted with all worlds, cast and brightness and light and beauty, you know, and I do it by working through my rainbow strap over here. You want to see how this works? Yes, I look very forward to seeing how your rainbow strap works. All right, Twink, you got any star sprinkles, starburst? Yes, I do, Rainbow. You see those birds up there? Well, crows and ravens, God made them black. He gave them black feathers. At least their feathers are black. And so black it is. Gee. Wow. I mean, that is cool that you're entrusted with the world's cast and brightness and light and beauty. I mean, who entrusted you with it? Well, it was God Almighty and Jesus the Son who trusted me with it. I know you got over might, since you are a over good doer, Captain America or Leadman Vinland. Yes, that is right. God and Jesus gave me this might. Now, I know a lot of folks are going to say, oh, well, didn't you get it through the 4-1 Reich Scavrolamo? Yeah, but it was God and Jesus entrusted me with this might. And if they didn't see me trustworthy, it wouldn't have cared what anyone did. But they saw me trustworthy, and they gave the might to me. And then I spent years fighting the Red Skull, who, believe it or not, is this being who's got a red skull. And he's some kind of Germish outlaw or fear striker or warlord. Apparently he was someone that was made by Adolf Hitler back in the day or whatever. We do got to say his name, Yeah, sadly, we do have to say his name. Well, anyway, I've been fighting the Red Skull for years, in all my funny books, in my drawing shows and my films. And if I had farcier shows, I would have been fighting him there too. We fight, Stephen Rogers or Captain America or Leadman Vinland. We fight folks too. We had to deal with our hands with dealing with evildoers as well, like the King of Shadows, or Merkwale Dismal, or the Dark Aldeling. Yeah, only those three. But only really those three we had to really deal with. And you might say we got off lucky, only happened to deal with only 3 folks instead of dealing with a lot of folks like other over good doers do or whatever. Yeah, sometimes you should just keep a reckoning of all your blessings that God has given you, Rainbow. Because you could be you got to deal with 3. Hold on, I gotta raise this up. Well, you could be dealing with a lot more of them instead of, dealing with only one. You could have been dealing with a really bad one, a truly strong one. So tell me, Starlight says, how do you like being a over good doer? That's funny because no one ever asks a over good doer how they feel about being an over good doer or having this might, Starlight. Well, it comes with upsides and downsides. Upside is you can fight for good. You can stand up for what is right. I mean, you can stand up for what is right and fight for good even if you don't got overmight or not. The downsides is that you're always going to be dealing with some kind of evil. Because there's always going to be, someone that wants to do some wrong that you can only right. And I belong to a arm of the 4-1 bonds of good called the Avengers or the Eveners. I know, go fought, but that's what they call the arm. Well, it was good seeing you, meeting you, Stephen Rogers, or Captain America, or Leadman Vinland. I guess, keep up the good fight and keep on fighting for the greater good, right? Right on, Rainbow Bright, right on. Well, it's good meeting you too, Rainbow Bright. You too, Twink. Yeah, it's, not every day we get to meet over good doers, or well-known over good doers like yourself. Yeah, it was good meeting you too, Starlight says. All right. Shit. All right, stop doing that. All right, that was me. Gotta be more near, like far away. Get this out of the way like this. Okay, go. All right, that was me. That was us meeting with Stephen Rogers, also known as Captain America or Leadman Vinland. And don't forget, you can watch the film that I made yesterday when I was talking with Stormy. Watch that film if you want. And don't forget to have a rainbow day.